Okay, February 7th, 2016. February 8th. Just set it right there. We're going to look at parts. Literally hundreds of valves, mostly 1820. This obviously for horizontally opposed engines. And lots of rings. Enormous amount of used pistons. We have here oversized magnetos. I believe they're 1820. Just more parts than you can imagine. New pistons too. Master links for radial engines. I think that's fuel controllers. Not sure. Crankshafts for horizontally opposed. Numerous crankshafts. Specialty parts, tack drives, vacuum drives. And I'm sure a lot of this stuff is meaningful to somebody. This is all 1820 parts. And then we can look at the whew. We're going to start organizing them according to manufacturer. Pratt & Whitney will be in one place and Curtiss-Wright in another, Continental, Lycoming, you know, just all kinds of parts. We'll sort these as we go. I hope space will be a problem. A lot of hoses. 0290 cases. If you guys can take these, hang on. Let me start moving all this. Start moving all this stuff in this center aisle outside. That's where we're going to start. Just hundreds of small parts, new and used. We've got all kinds of baffling. Oil coolers. Have carburetors for 1820 engines, new in the box. Fuel pumps, new in the box. Dozens of repair manuals. This carburetor we pulled out of the box. It was preserved. It says it must have been preserved with oil conforming to yada yada yada, but it will be a core. Literally hundreds of spark plugs, new and used. These cylinders, I believe, are Continental 75. They're overhauled. There's an overhauled, I have several overhauled 1820 cylinders. Carburetors, dozens of carburetors, more fuel pumps, magnetos. There's those fuel pumps for 1820s, brand new in the box. Instruments, too many to count, but these spark plugs, I mean, literally, I don't know, dozens. These cans have spark plugs in them. Just hundreds of spark plug bearings. Continental connecting rods for an 0470. There's 300 of them, about 300 new, still wrapped up as Continental made them. Cylinder base cables, and just, you know, things that are too numerous for me to even know. These boxes are 1820 rocker arms, sealed. I think there's 100 of them to a box. A lot of nose cases and everything here. I'm sure it's mostly 1820 stuff. A lot of propeller parts. And propeller work stands. I mean, there's a lot of mixed in propeller stuff here, you know, and just so many parts. Intake valves, No telling what they fit. I'm not going down this row. You can see it's another row here. Here's a stand to for rocker arms. This side here, just lots of parts. There's the gasket kits up at the top. More valves, just numerous parts. Too many to count. Brackets. See the gaskets falling on the floor. We just got more than we know what to do with. These are rings. More hoses. Lycoming exhaust. More pistons, new and used. It's just an incredible number of parts. We have not been down this row. Here's more hoses, literally hundreds of hoses. So part number there means nothing to me, but it will one day, because that's where I'm going to have to sell this stuff. Rings, boxes and boxes of rings. Here's a Curtis Wright bushings, oil filters. We come back here, lots of brackets, brand new brackets, tens of thousands of parts, brand new, nuts, bolts. Instruments, I'm sure, have very little value. This is the back side, all those carburetors we showed a minute ago. Lots of gears. There's a right, some kind of arm for a right. Realize a lot of these used parts are scrap, but I don't know which ones to scrap, so we're not scrapping any of it. We're going to store it. Different valve covers. We literally have hundreds of these, new, used, different sizes. This is 1820 here. Just here's almost 100 new, brand new spark plugs. It says RHB 29E, about 95 in there. Intakes, more hoses, lots of bearings, lots and lots of bearings. These yellow tags are just simply, they don't mean yellow tag inspection. This was from the auction. More baffling. That baffling is used. Jerry didn't throw anything away, okay? Lots of oil filters here. Jerry just took everything apart and saved it, and we just got literally thousands of parts that mean something to the right guy. And we're keeping it clean, or dry I should say. We're keeping it stored inside and dry. Literally baffling everywhere. Ring sets, standard. I mean, just boxes and boxes that we're going to try to separate as best we can, and more of the hundreds of hoses, valves. I think this is for an 1820 engine mount. A lot of turbine blades from something. Just literally thousands of new small parts. This is the back side of all the gasket sets and all. And while I've got the video going, I'm gonna go down to the second smaller storage area. These will be stored in Grantville, Georgia, 40 miles from the Atlanta airport, about 7 miles from the Noonan, Coweta County Airport, KCCO. Over here we have over 100 1820 cylinders. Got mushroom, got tapered, got rebuilt, got red tag, got just taken off. There's over 100 of them. There's a drone engine, some more nose cases. We've just loaded up some horizontally opposed cases, some new, some used, and with cylinders. Over here is dozens of master rods for a radial engines. Hardly doesn't go, it stays with me. Propeller hubs, 2 blades. I have no idea what they fit. There's a couple of 3 blades thrown in there, but the 2 blades appear to be new, and then there's some used ones mixed up in here too. There's 3 blades I can see. That it's the back side of all these cylinders. And I have literally hundreds of brand new lithium, whatever they're filled with, filled valves for these. Literally hundreds of valves and rocker arms, brand new. And last but not least, master rod bearings, keeping those inside. Just more parts here. There's a box full of master rod bearings. Right here. Some new, some used. There's a new one in the box there. Another new one in the box. Another new one in the box. And then a lot of used ones that Jerry saved. There's probably 30 of them total in here, and at least 3 are new, possibly more. Okay, that's it. Airplane parts. Call me 770-301-8786.